A Republican congressman recently told a whopper of a lie during a hearing about book banning.
Some say that we are here today to talk about so-called book burning in K through 12 school libraries. One of our nation's most consequential books banning was done by the Supreme Court in 1963 when it officially mandated Bible reading. This book is banned from all of us. Anything that deals with federal that's no longer can see it, can no longer read it. Matter of fact, there's some that are listening today probably think this is totally unconstitutional. I can even hold it up. Due to the banning of this book, generations of Americans today have no knowledge of the tenets upon which this country has been founded. Tenets based on the belief that with God and time, we can truly become a more perfect union. They ban the knowledge of basic truths of happiness, like the Judeo-Christian concepts of the Golden Rule, which says we should treat others the way we want to be treated. Or ban the knowledge of 10 commandments. Among these, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt honor thy parent, thy father and thy mother. We instead find the greatest disdain for these laws wherever Democrats rule.
That was Congressman Burgess Owens, a 72-year-old Utah Republican, claiming that the Bible was banned. This was during a hearing on the Committee on Education and the Workforce's Subcommittee on Early Childhood, Elementary, and Secondary Education. So that was full of lies, and so I'm going to break it down. So first off, of course, he talked about how Judeo-Christian values, that was what the United States was founded on. That's not true. The founding fathers were deists. I mean, they had personal belief, but believed in a secular country, a secular government, which meant the separation of church and state, protecting people's ability to believe in whatever religion they want, but preventing the state from enforcing one specific religion over others or making an official state religion. That's, again, what the First Amendment is partly about, keeping that separation, that wall of separation through the Establishment Clause. What is the Establishment Clause? Again, it means you can't establish a religion. So that leads me, of course, to the next lie. And that, the left is banning Bibles. Really? Are we? No, we're actually not banning Bibles in libraries, in school libraries. In fact, you can find it in the school library. You can read it in the school library. What is banned, and this is very important, it's an important distinction here, because he talks about the Supreme Court in 1963, is that decision banned school-sponsored Bible readings, where the teacher will literally read you the Bible, right? As if, you're in church. The 1963 decision in Abington School District versus Shemp, Supreme Court ended that school-sponsored Bible readings in public schools, meaning that, again, the school itself cannot, teachers, principals, counselors, staff cannot treat Christianity or any other religion as the school's official religion. They can't do that. They cannot lead prayers where students are required to join in. They cannot force anyone to recite prayers as part of their educational or school experience. That is very, very clear, okay? Now, what Burgess intentionally misses here, and I stress intentionally, because he knows, is the fact that this decision just limits what schools can push on children, specifically religion. That is the very same thing that right-wingers are accusing the left of doing right now. Oh, you're indoctrinating children. You're pushing stuff on them that they shouldn't learn. No, we're teaching them facts. They say facts are indoctrination, when in reality, this is projection. They want so badly to not just indoctrinate their children, but yours too. And that's what it really comes down to. And that's, of course, why the Establishment Clause exists. So that, hey, you can teach whatever you want to your own kids. We're not going to stop you. You want to pass down your religious beliefs to your children? Go ahead. Take them to church, whatever. Like, that's freedom. But you cannot force the school to try to indoctrinate your neighbor's kid. Because your neighbor's kid might not believe in the same religion that you do. And they shouldn't be forced to do so. That's all we're saying. Look, students who want to read the Bible in school on their own time, perfectly free to do so. The Bible can be in the schools. Teachers who want to pray to themselves, perfectly free to do so. If there's a Bible verse that can be referenced for academic reasons in the school, in the classroom, totally fine. There's no problem. Look, the Bible can be used to teach literature. It is a historical document, okay? It's been very influential throughout history. And so you can't leave out the effect that it's had on numerous nations, empires throughout the world. That's very important historical context. And as long as you're objective about it, no problem with teaching about the Bible in schools. I think, again, it's a very interesting book for many different reasons. I don't believe in the dogmatic parts of it, but there are historical things and events that did happen that were recorded in that book and mythologized. So I think it should be available in schools, although I do believe that, it should be labeled for, age appropriateness, because there are things in there that's not good, like, for example, the rape and the violence and the slavery and the death and all that stuff, the wrath. Look, it's funny because people like Burgess and Republicans all over want to ignore all that while claiming that they need to ban books that mention LGBTQ plus themes, for example, as inappropriate. But wait a minute. In the Bible, you have, passages where they talk about a person's genitals or people's genitals of being like those of donkeys and whose emissions were like that of horses. Seems a little inappropriate to me to be mentioning that, which is, yes, clearly in the Bible. All right? So they have a problem, though, with LGBTQ stuff, but not that. And again, not the war, the slavery, the death, the rape, all that stuff. Story of Lot, for example. Just look that up. Which, by the way, Sodom and Gomorrah, right? I love to reference that. Well, in that story, Lot tried to, basically give his daughters to the angry crowd so they could, have their way with them. But it's to not, have get their hands on their guests. Oh, no, don't mess with my guests. Have my daughters instead. Real moral. Look, at the end of the day, guys and gals, this is not about protecting children, okay? The right wing is not about protecting kids. What it is, this push to ban books and then to bring back school-led prayers, it is all an effort of indoctrination. That's what it's about. It's what it's always been about.